Hello and welcome today to today's episode of the S.H.E podcast. And do I have a treat for you? I am being joined today by Angela Bell, and I'm really excited to be talking with her today because this podcast, as you all know, is called S.H.E, Be Seen, Be Heard, Be Empowered, where we're empowering entrepreneurs to really step into their power of being seen, being heard. And Angela's focus and mission is helping moms and being powered and empowering women, and we're going to dive deep into that today. So before I say hello to Angela, though, I do want you all to have a background of her and introduce her. So Angela Bell is the founder of the Inspired and Profitable Mompreneur. She is a mompreneur startup consultant and mentor, helping other moms launch and grow their online businesses. She's also a 6-time international best-selling author, entrepreneur, mom, advocate, and creator of the Mom Magic Anthology series. I can't wait to hear more about that and the Mom Magic movement. Angela is dedicated to helping moms achieve their dreams. Through her writing, speaking, consulting, and coaching work, she helps moms start and grow their businesses with grace and ease. Oh, two of my favorite things because it can be hard. She also provides social media and content support to help moms reach their target audiences without all of the stress. Welcome, Angela, to the show S.H.E podcast. So excited to have you here today.
Thank you, Heidi. I'm so excited to be here today.
We are going to dive in, and just reading that, I'm like super excited to dive into all the things because you help women grow their businesses with ease and grace, which is one of my favorite things. I tell people all the time, let's keep it super simple. It doesn't have to be so hard because as women, what do? We like to overcomplicate things, right? And Angela also believes, and I can't wait to dive into this, that motherhood is the ultimate superpower. And when we harness our magic as moms, anything is possible. And I love that because as moms, we are juggling, right? All the things. We are not only moms, but we're partners. We are running a household. We're running businesses. We are picking up the kids, taking them to here, taking them there, and all still want to serve and create a business that we love and create our dream life. So Angela, I'm talking to a lot of entrepreneurs. I'm hearing a lot that many of them are starting their business from a journey or something that's happened with them in their life or a journey that they've been on. Is this the case for you? And if so, would you be willing to share your story?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I guess for me, I've been so many different things in my life. Sometimes I lose count. I've been a lawyer, I've been a mortgage agent, been the CEO of a $2.5 million company, food manufacturing, all these different things. And when I had my kids, I have they're 8-year-old twins. When I had my kids, I was running my family business. We did food manufacturing. We were building our first new plant. So we had one plant, we were building the second one. Big, co-manufacturing contract. And someone asked me who was going to run my business when I had my kids. And it kind of shocked me. I was like, what do you mean? And that was kind of my first introduction to this idea that there's judgment on mothers, that there's this idea of what moms can and cannot do. There's boxes placed around them when their children are born or when they consider having children or don't consider having children. And this judgment that comes up. So, I didn't know I was going to be expected to make this choice. And so I was kind of shocked and it threw me off. So then when I chose to keep running my business and have people help me raise my children, again, the judgment, all of that stuff. And so after, I'd moved on from that business and I was doing something else, and I was actually doing mortgages, and I think my soul was dying because I didn't feel like I was contributing to anything. And someone said, oh, you should be a coach. And I was like, huh? I didn't know what coaches did or what coaches were. I was like, what am I going to coach anybody on? And they're like, well, business and moms. I was like, oh, yeah. So then when the pandemic hit and everybody, I looked out and I saw, this ever mounting pressure and work being piled on moms, right? Because I always laugh and say, when shit hits the fan, everybody says, it's okay, the moms are going to look after it. So here we've got these moms that are now not just working or trying to, care for their family and manage their household, but now they are being asked to homeschool their children. There's no, daycare support. At the same time, if they're, employed by somebody, they're being asked to pretend they don't have children. Why are they on the Zoom meeting? Why aren't you getting your work done? Oh, but don't give your kids too much screen time because they need your love and attention. But at the same time, make enough money to support your family. Don't lose your job. Look after, your extended family, worry about everything on the news. And I was like, when does it end? Because there wasn't a lot of support coming in behind to say, don't worry, we've got you.
Mm.
But if there's a silver lining that came out of the pandemic, it's that all of a sudden being able to work from home and run your own business got easier and more plausible because everybody was working virtually. So it didn't matter if you were in the same country, the same room, the same continent as somebody, you could work with them. And I was like, that's it. Moms are natural entrepreneurs. Everything we do in motherhood transfers to being an entrepreneur. It's like, I'm going to help moms do that. That's what I'm going to do, because then they can control their time. They can control their destiny. They can work when they want, how they want, and they can make as much or as little money as they want. And so I was like, yeah, this is it. And so I just dove in head first. That's what I wanted to do. And I truly believe that, when we empower moms, we empower the world. I mean, Melinda Gates says it best. If you want to empower a community, start with the mothers. And so my mission is to help empower moms, because I think that if we empower moms, we change the world.
Mm. Absolutely. And there's a couple things that you said right there. Like, you were kind of shocked that, some people view moms are just put, not only moms, but other people too, but in a box. And I love how you put it that way. Because in so many times as entrepreneurs, we need to step out of our box in order to grow and get to the next level. And when that was kind of like a shocking wake up moment for you, you're like, wait a minute, I didn't even know there was a box. Right? You didn't even know there was like, you were already outside the box and somebody was putting you back in the box. So that's really, really intriguing to me. And that you dove right in. You said, you're like, I dove right in. And
Yeah.
that is another key point. So for you ladies and entrepreneurs listening, like, so we can stay stuck in our stuff for so long, we sit in it instead of just diving right in, because the more action we take, the more the right next steps are going to show up for us. Because I feel like, and do you see this with your moms, Angela? Like, so many of us are so worried about, what if I make the wrong step? What if I take the wrong step, or I make the wrong decision? Well, we won't know that until you actually take action. And you did. You're like, you know what? I'm just diving in. I'm going for it. And that's so beautiful. And I love that you said that.
Absolutely. But I think it's kind of interesting, because I think my ability to dive right in stems from the fact that I have already failed on what most people would consider the most catastrophic level possible, right? I have already had a small business go bankrupt. I've already been through small business bankruptcy. The stuff that keeps people up at night. Oh my God, what if it doesn't work? What if I fail? What if I go bankrupt? What if people find out I fail? What if I'm judged? I've lived all of it. And I'm still here, right? And so for me, I was able to dive right in because I have literally faced all of those fears all at once and realized that I didn't die. Nothing bad happened. And in fact, if anything, I learned so much from it that I am now in a better position to help other people, because I have more compassion. I understand what those feelings feel like. I understand the loneliness, the fear, the, shame that comes along with it. And so I actually love talking about my small business bankruptcy, because I think that through sharing that experience, I take the shame away. I let people know, what, it's fine. Yeah, it happens. It happened to me.
And
And
you
I'm
came
still
through
here.
on the other side, and
Yeah.
and there's it's part of your journey that puts you where you are now. And that's really, really powerful. And
And it lets people know they're not going to die. Like, the world's not going to end because you get it wrong. Like, that's the thing, you are going to get it wrong.
yeah,
You are. We all do. We get it wrong over and over and over again until we get it right. But if we get stuck in that, oh my gosh, what if I get it wrong? Then we're not going to go anywhere.
yeah. Yeah. And one thing we like in leadership, and you're already you're definitely coming from a place of leadership when you started your business, and as you move through your business, and you're helping women by sharing that story, step into their leadership. Because one thing I learned is when we're in the fear of it, like, if you really vocalize, what's the worst that could happen? Well, this could happen. Okay, great. So if that happens, then what? Well, then this. Well, then I can't put food on the table, or then I'm home. Like, when you break it down and you get to the very worst case scenario, is that really going to happen? is that worst when you break it down step by step? It kind of gets ridiculous in your mind because you're hearing it, and then you get to sit on the other side of, okay, we broke it down to the worst case scenario. Now what if it works? What's the best case scenario? Well, then I'll have this. Okay, great, you have this, then what? Well, then then I get to do this. Okay, great, you're doing that, now what? And you get to see the other side of what's possible, and it kind of like just takes that away. It breaks it down and go, oh, I got this, and that sounds exactly like what you did. You're like, I've already been there and I'm still here. I didn't die.
Yeah.
I'm still here and I'm still crushing it.
The thing is, no one judged either. Like, I mean, yeah, there were people that were mad at me. Of course, I owed people money. Like, but in terms of my friends, my family, if anything, people stepped up to be like, oh my gosh, you did so well. Remember how you did this? And it was almost like I was judging me far harsher than anyone else was ever going to.
Mm.
And it was a really big wake-up call, because we always worry so much about what other people are thinking about us. And the thing is, 99% of the time, they're not. They're thinking about themselves. And so we waste all of this energy worrying about what they're thinking about us. And they're not. And then the other thing is, if they are, well, here's the thing, we can't do anything about that. People are going to judge us whether we're doing it their way or our way or the way some guru said. So we might as well be having fun. Right? I mean, I have pink hair, for God's sakes. Like, people are going to judge me the minute they see me, but at least it brings me joy. And so if I'm having fun and I come with that energy of joy and love and excitement and fun, then the likelihood of everything being good goes up.
Yeah,
So
that's it. And then you're in by doing that, and what you just shared is you're attracting the people that you truly want to work with because they're similar. Like they want to have fun. They're, they're your tribe. So for those of you listening, this is a key point. Like I know many of us think, oh, we have to show up a certain way online, or we have to come across as this specific person in our business because this person that's in our same space is successful and they're showing up this way. So that must be how I have to show up. No, because what happens when we're showing up as not our authentic self, then we're not attracting anyone because people see right through that. And we don't think they do, but they do. So I love how you're just being you and showing up unapologetically, and you're doing your thing and you're helping the moms that are attracted to you as your true tribe, and you're calling in your true like dream client. And it's more fun in your business when you're working with your dream clients, right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, the thing about trying to show up perfect, it's exhausting.
And
Like,
it's not fun. Nobody likes perfect.
that's the thing. For years, I was that person. I was trying to be what everybody wanted me to be. And I was like, why am I so tired? Why am I miserable? And it was like, oh, because I'm putting all this effort in to trying to be something and it's not fun. And the thing is, the people I'm trying to impress don't like me. So, I'm just tired for nothing. Whereas
Yeah.
just because I used to be that person that needed perfect hair and perfect makeup and perfect this and perfect that before I'd show up. And then I realized that when I showed up imperfect, when I showed up as me, it helped more people. Because when you're perfect, if you show up perfect, no one can relate to you, right? So how are you going to tell people that you can help them? How are they supposed to believe that they could be you if you are so perfect? It's unfathomable to them to be able to achieve that level, right? Whereas if they see you and you're human, then they're like, oh, well, okay, if she could do it, then maybe I could too. And you give them hope just by being real. Like, you don't have to be phenomenal to give people hope. You have to be like relatable. And that's so natural. That's just done by being yourself.
Yeah. That's an amazing quote. You don't have to be phenomenal. You have to be relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a mic drop right there. So take note of that, ladies. So I want to hear about your Mom Magic Anthology series. What is that?
Oh my gosh, I love this. So the Anthology series was something that I created as sort of I guess, a passion project, a side project, because I wanted a platform that allowed women moms to see that there is no one way to do things, and that this box that people keep trying to put moms in doesn't exist. It's, a construct that we don't need to accept. And so, and I wanted to remind people how powerful that role of mom is, that it's not a limitation. It's not something that you do at the expense of something else. If anything, it is this powerful role that, let's be honest, who here exists without a mom? Love your mom or don't love your mom, you don't exist without her. Like, that's the thing. We all need a mom to be here. And so, and there's just this magic in motherhood, right? Moms are the ones they make something out of nothing. The reason that birthdays are special and holidays are special, and they're the reason that kids have, their favorite condiment in the fridge without having to ask for it, or their favorite juice gets bought. They're the reason that life keeps going. And yet we forget that, and we kind of subjugate ourselves to being just a mom. And it's like, is that even a thing? How can we simplify motherhood to that? So with the Mom Magic Anthology series, I wanted to have women, mothers, share their stories of, all the things that they do, including being just a mom, because that is such a powerful role to play. And so I started it because I wanted to use my platform, my network, my connections to help other women share their stories, and also to provide a resource that moms that might not have, mentors or people to look up to around them, or people that dream their same dreams around them, that they could have these, connections in a book. I love anthologies because the collection of voices increases the likelihood that a reader will connect with someone, right? It's not just one story told one way. It's like, here are all these different lived experiences. So the likelihood someone's going to have something that you connect to goes up. So I started with Mom Magic Mompreneur because I'm all about mompreneurs. I love it. And that's what I was familiar with. And then I was like, oh, but there's other stuff. So then we went with Moms for Change. And those are all about moms that are advocating for change in some capacity, whether it's within themselves, their families, their communities, the world, big or small. Because moms, when they see something, they don't go, oh, there's a problem, someone should fix that. They go, oh, there's a problem, I'm going to fix that. And that's beautiful. And then Moms in STEM was all about, these moms that are leading the way in science, technology, engineering, and math, and helping show that, girls belong there too, women belong there too. And that just because you're a mom doesn't mean you can't have a career in this field. And so there's 3 more coming out as well. So moms in network and affiliate marketing, male dominated industries, and moms who live and love outside the box. And they're all a collection of voices, because I truly believe in the power of sharing our lived experience. Because again, just like sharing my failures, it helps other people. We show them what's possible and give them that hope. So yeah, it started off as a side project, something I wanted to do for fun, and it turned out to be something just that means the world to me. So
Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing. So how can we grab the ones that are already out, and when's the next one coming out?
yeah, so the ones that are already out, Mompreneur, Moms for Change, and Moms in STEM, are available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. You can also get them on my website. And then the next book, Mom Magic Moms Mastering Network and Affiliate Marketing, is coming out November 7th in ebook. So that will be on Amazon, and then paperback 2 weeks later. And so on all my socials, I'm constantly talking about them because they're wonderful.
Yeah. Awesome. So you said something else about when I was introducing you, there was another thing, that the Mom Magic movement. What is the
Yes.
Mom Magic movement?
Mom Magic movement, the magic of motherhood and how it's changing the world. It's about reminding moms of their power. Like I said, when you empower moms, you empower the world. So reminding moms that they are magic, that they're basically superheroes without the fancy costume and probably random stuff on their shirt that they don't know where it came from, but that's okay, we move past it. And reminding them of their power that they have just being themselves, so that they can be the light. Because mom magic is real, right? I mean, if you ever ask a mom, they know that mom magic is real. And if you ever ask a kid when they become an adult, they can look back and see all the magic that was created by their mom. We've just forgotten, right? We've forgotten how powerful we are. And I truly believe that if we wanted world peace, the fastest way to get it would be for every mom in the world to say, well, I'm not making dinner till we have world peace. And it would happen. Like, moms have that kind of power. We've just forgotten. And so the movement is all about reminding moms of their worth, that they are worthy just because they are, that there is no when I or after I or but when. There's no qualifier required. They are worthy just because they are, and they have power, and they deserve to live the life of their dreams.
Mm. Who else can heal a boo-boo with a kiss?
Right?
Right? That's magic. Oh, I love that you're doing this, and that your anthology sounds is incredible. And ladies, go grab the books, get in touch with Angela, because she is a just magic, beautiful soul and mom and entrepreneur and author and speaker. And Angela, if you had one or two pieces of advice for moms who are maybe thinking about starting a business, or let's start with newbies, if they're just thinking about starting a business, what would be like the one or two tips you can share with them as far as like getting started?
So the first thing I would say is don't try to become something different to start your business. You already have skills inside of you. You already have things that people come to you for. You already have things that you love to do that you're very good at that other people can't do. We tend to undervalue our skill sets and think we need to become graphic designers or social media managers or something else. But there's a market for everything if you know how to find it. So start with what you've got and build from there, because somebody needs your help, right? I always say I would pay somebody to return my packages that don't fit or that I don't want, because I never get to the mail. I never get there. And so I would pay somebody to return things for me, but nobody does that yet. So business idea, start returning packages for busy people.
I would pay for that too, by the way. Yes, I'm in. So you have two clients. For any of you, you have two. I don't know how you do it locally for each. She's in Canada. I'm in Florida. But if you could figure that out, we would pay you, because I'm the same way. Stuff doesn't get returned because I'm like, oh, it's too.
So
I missed the deadline.
get dollars back, and I could pay somebody 15 and I still net 35. Whereas with not returning it, I'm losing the 50. Like, I would pay for that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is there's a market for everything. You just have to know how to find it. So don't become someone else. Start with what you've got. Get clear on how you help people, and then go and offer your services.
Mm. Love that. Now, for women who are doing it, they're in their business and they're feeling stuck and they're like, really, how do I get to the next level? Like, I feel like I've been here, I plateaued. Do you have any suggestions or tips for them?
How do you get to the next level? First and foremost, get help. Right? Get someone to help you, right? We always think we have to solve these problems on our own, and invest in yourself. So whether it's getting a coach, taking a course, joining a mastermind, working with someone, get with someone that's done what you want to do, instead of exhausting yourself trying to figure it out. You will waste more money trying to figure it out yourself and burn yourself out and convince yourself you're a failure than you would actually spend on getting the help to get it done right. Trust me, I have tried so many times, and then finally I end up paying somebody anyways, and I'm like, oh, remember if I could have done this earlier? Or at the very least, if you're not in a position to pay somebody, get in conversations, join coffee chats, like connect with people. You'd be surprised. Most people want to help, and we forget that. We're too ashamed to ask for it. And so if you get with people, people will give you so much of themselves, right? They'll give you advice, they'll give you time, they'll give you all this stuff, as long as you treat it with respect. Like, don't take advantage of it, but they want to help. So don't be afraid to ask for it. You'll get ahead faster. And then the other thing is just to remember that the person you see when you look in the mirror is exactly what a successful entrepreneur looks like. Get out of your own way. Stop doubting yourself. Stop thinking that you're missing something. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? It just has to be done, and it has to be yours. So I guess that's it.
That is amazing advice. I love everything you said. Yes, invest in yourself and find someone who's been where you want to be, who's at where you want to be, or has done it and been there and done it, and work with them. Find your community. I love that you said that. Like, surround yourself with other like-minded individuals. Not everybody in our world outside of the online space is like on board with it, you know? So find people that are, and they're doing the work, so you feel support, because it's not, you know, cupcakes and, you know, ice cream and balloons every day. It can be hard, but it doesn't have to be, unless you're lone wolfing it. So like she said, don't go this alone. Find a tribe, find a community, find an accountability partner, find a mentor, invest in yourself to get to the next step. Because I've done the same thing, Angela, where I'm like, I'll figure this out. And literally so much time is wasted and money, because I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall and money out, trying, thinking that the next best thing is going to be like the latest and greatest, right?
End up with like 90 subscriptions you forget about because you tried to get it done, and then you're like, why am I being charged for this? And it's like, I could have asked somebody.
Yeah. And that's another thing that she said too, like, ask for help. And the one way of getting help too, and of getting out of your stuckness, is focusing out. So whenever, like, I love that you said, like, help, you know, help someone else. And guess what happens? That law of reciprocity kicks in. You don't even have to necessarily ask for help. Definitely ask for help if you can, because that'll get you out of your comfort zone. That's getting out of our comfort zone for many of us. And as women, we feel like, oh, we have to show up perfect all the time. If we ask for help, it's a sign of weakness. It's not. It's actually a sign of strength, because you're acknowledging yourself, and you're loving yourself enough to put yourself first to get to the next level by asking for help, but also helping one person. Like, if you focus out and help someone today, most of the time people want to give and serve, like they want to help, like Angela said. But so by you focusing out and helping someone else, the law of reciprocity will kick in most of the time, and they're going to be like, how can I help you?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful advice. That was so amazing. Loved it. Thank you, Angela, for all of that. And for all of this juiciness today. I have really enjoyed our conversation. This has been so much fun. Love your pink hair, by the way. I might have to get some. I love it. So pretty. So how do we get to be in the magic of Angela and get more of you?
Ooh. Well, I mean, there's my website, inspired and profitable mompreneur.com. I'm mostly on Facebook and Instagram, I.am.Angela Bell. And then I'm pretty sure I have a couple of YouTube channels. Sometimes I forget about them. But yeah, social media. And then if anyone wants to, you know, you're always welcome to shoot me a DM, or just let me know that you heard me on Heidi's podcast, because I'd love to, you know where you're coming from. But yeah, I'm always willing to chat with people.
Amazing. So make sure you reach out to Angela, get in her DMs. She'll write you back. She wants to connect with you. Check out her website, follow her on social media, connect with her, talk with her, do all the things, go grab her books, you know, let her know that you heard her here, S.H.E podcast. And one more question for you, Angela. Do you have a fun fact that you'd like to share about yourself, so we can learn more about you outside of the just entrepreneurial space?
Ooh, yeah, I got a bunch of them. Fun fact, I was a cheerleader for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, which is a CFL football team,
Amazing.
when I was in undergrad. And yeah, I'm a lawyer by trade. That's an interesting one.
So you're a cheerleading lawyer. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. Everyone, make sure you go check Angela out, reach out to her, DM her, get in the magic of Angela, and let her sprinkle some magic on you and help you grow your business. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Angela, so much for your time today. I'm so grateful for you. And we will see you all on the next episode.